Hey, it's your boy Crazy What for 666 here, back with another video. I'm Dark, my crazy demons for what happened in the podcast. My phone died, and I just luckily my phone saved the footage, and my friend told me to upload it when I got home, so that's what I did when my phone got some battery, and I'm now making this video so you can have at least I'm gonna at least try doing a video a day, but I'm gonna try. And whatever video I'm gonna set I'm not gonna set like goals. Anything that I said about like goals in the past, I'm sorry. I'm canceling that now. I changed my mind about that. So I know I may say something about like goals in one of my videos. But no more like goals. So if you like it, press the like button. If you want to subscribe. Please do. Just please. Um, so, today's video is suggested by, Super Kyle Jason. I'm trying some new styles. As you can see, I have my notebook with me. Some notes I need to get to. So I'm just going to do Deku's childhood in this one for what if Deku was Wolverine. So I'm just going to focus on his childhood in this video. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's get on to the story. I'm going to tell you two tales today. Inko's tale and Deku's tale, and up to the start of the anime. So Deku when he's 4, he finds out he's quirky. That should be the happiest day in his life, the most extremist day in his life. He is so happy to find out what his quirk is. He wants a picture. He always wanted his fusion between his mother and his father's quirk. His mother's quirk is different in this one. It's bone claws, and his father's quirk is somewhat kind of OP in a way, because his power upon Animal Kingdom is basically giving him all the powers of animal in the world. Basically, a healing factor, super strength, speed, stamina, and durability. So basically, all those factors in the healing animals from him is basically put into the Zuko. Zuko has healing factor, super strength, stamina. He can live, and the Wolverine is very he's then kidnapped by the Weapon X opponent because Asashi would tell him where Zuko is at all times, where Zuko goes to school, preschool at, and let's just say they storm his school and they kidnap him. And once they get onto the news, like they kidnapped young Zuko Doria, Inko finds out on a phone finds the encrypted phone that he needs to contact the Weapon X program and play back the last message. We got thanks for telling the Weapon X that thank you for letting us use your son for the Weapon X program. He'll be a useful asset into the future. So Deku is now tortured and trained for the next 5 years. So he's 9 now. And as soon as they got him, he's tortured for the next 5 years. And part of that torture was getting him the adamantium skeleton. He was tortured for the next 5 years, and plus getting the adamantium skeleton over this 9 years ago. I said it was near the start of the 9-year time skip, but that's just me being me. You can do whatever you want. Because it's what if it's going to get gloomier what if it's already gloomy as it is. Zuko, it has a rage mode. He had developed a feral mode, if you will, and they also inserted a chip into their mind, inserting every language and every martial arts in the planet. And there's this one guard that is Zuko's half brother called Sabretooth that enjoys messing with his brother over the years. But he has found two friends, two brothers, if you will, in this dark time for Zuko. Their names are, you may recognize these guys' names. One, this is my last time I'm using a Marvel universe, so his name is Colossus. They are like brothers in this timeline. And the other one is a younger version of Dobby. He's like a couple years younger, same age as Todoroki and Deku themselves. So here's the thing: Dobby was sold. Here's a little bit of information about Dobby. Dobby was sold from Deku sold in Dobby, and Ray's not insane, but she was framed by Endeavor. Todoroki's mom was framed by Endeavor because she was getting too close to his illegal business. Endeavor was more of a dick, and he would do anything to pass All Might, and he says they gave him cork enhancing pills for Dobby, basically, and he got Todoroki, so he was fine with it. So he tried doing it, and they just failed. So then it helped surpass All Might, so he just stopped using it. So Endeavor is more of a, and this makes Todoroki hate him even more. So when Izuku's 9, we're all three of them are 9 years old, and they just got back from one of the hardest missions, and they failed. And every time they get failed, they are put in a quirk list and tortured. Then they use Wolverine, hit Deku's blood to heat. Then they use they torture Colossus and Dobby a little bit less because they get like a little bit tortured, but they torture the hell out of Zuko just to teach them, because Zuko's a little bit more defiant. And then they find, once they recovered, Zuko just turned 90. He just recovered, and he says, "We're getting out of this damn prison. We're activating the plan now, even though it's not completely. After, where are we going to take the bird? Why don't they shoot us down? They won't. You know why? Well, there's this cargo that's coming in today. Remember? That's new blood. That's the new asset that they want alive. Our contact is, besides, we met an ally on the out. Besides, according to our contact, she just came. They want her alive. They want you two alive. I'll heal from it, but you two are two valuable assets that they cannot refuse to lose. I'm sorry, brothers, but this is the only way we can get our freedom." And this is Izuku talking, basically. Only way we can see our parents again. The only way we can get our freedom. I can maybe see my mom. I'm probably not going to see my mom again because of what I've done. Because this is what Izuku's thinking. Because he thinks that he doesn't want to see his mom again because he's a bone killer, and he thought he would not be accepted. And he said, Acosta says, they will accept you. That's what parents do. And at least you have a family to go to, Zuko. And Dobby says, at least you have a family to go to. My father sold me here. So Colossus says that you still have brothers and sisters that will care about you. Even a mother. We'll put Endeavor in jail. You are living proof of what your story is living proof. You are the evidence that they need to put him away for good. Like, I hate Endeavor, so in the early season, so I never was a fan of Endeavor, so I'm just going to make that problem into a reality. Here, I'm not a fan of Endeavor, so here's what. So that's just me being me. Now excuse me. Now, Deku had now now he wants vengeance on the Weapon X program for all that he's done and to stop the working at all costs. Let's get explain on Deku's personality. He's okay with killing for one too. I forgot to mention, he is okay with killing, but he'll kill as the last the option. And oh, while they are escaping, Izuku finds a girl, a fresh new blood that about to join their team but didn't. Was because she was. Oh, Zuko still ages slowly. He'll age to 24 and stop aging. So they basically gave her his aging process with her experiments. So her quirk is called re-equip. It's basically she can equip any weapon that she chooses. She just got through the Weapon X training program and about to join the team. And when I say training program, they tortured her if she did something wrong and basically made a weapon out of her. And she hates the weapon just as much as anybody else in the group. So they said he frees her and says, "Girl." He said, "Bub" or "girl" or something like that. He says, "My name's Ohim," and she still. But the one thing that impresses Logan about this girl, she still remained her kind personality. Like, this girl is kind and she's sweet, but she sure wants vengeance on the Weapon X program, but she's still kind and sweet to ever around to any other stranger that's not part of the Weapon X program. And she re-equips. So that's just a little rundown of this character. Her name's Horihime Tsugaki. So her name. So Horihime Tsugaki. I'm gonna go around Horihime. Is basically they basically escaped together, and Izuku saved her from the Weapon X program while they escaped. They all four escape. And they're now in Canada, and they steal a plane and get to Japan. And they tell the Japan government allows them to stay, but only if they promise to go to UA. And all four of them will go to UA, but because they all get a ride to UA, because the government will give them a ride to UA because of the Weapon X program. They won't have to go to the entrance exam or the advanced entrance exam, because I'm just now spoiling that, damn it. Okay. They're not going, because the government make a deal to not make them go to the entrance exam. So, now, we got Izuku caught up. And they make a deal, fine, we'll take the entrance exam. But only if we take the entrance exam. Because they want to take the entrance exam. So, fine, as long as we take the entrance exam. Said, fine, we'll let you take the entrance exam. But, if you don't, we'll just send you back. You're not allowed to use your quirks freely if you don't get a hero's license. And they just basically a rundown of Japan's basic laws, and where does he want to go, and he says, and Zuko is the leader of the group, but he says, how about this? I have no context here. Dabi has no context here. And this girl, Ohime, had no context here. Colossus, do you have any context? He says, yeah. And he just does it with a foxy grin. He said, yeah. And he kind of said, yeah. Take us to this location. And Izuku doesn't know what's going on yet. And this is where we're going to leave Izuku off story for now, but we're not going to start. So, this is where end of Izuku perspective for now. Now we have to skip back to young Inko's perspective. Young Inko is just divorced Izuku's dad back when Izuku was a child. This is during the 9 years that he was gone, the 10 years that he was gone. So Zinko divorced him and kind of went to the counseling program, and went on dating website, basically found a Zawa, or erase your head, if you will, and they started dating, and now they're getting married, like the fall, like in a month, before they start dating, like at the end of their 10 years, and they just got married at the end of the 10 years. Now, I'm gonna end you off with a laughing note. Deku smells the scent of Inko, like says, "I'm not ready for this." It says, "Dabi," and he says, "With pleasure," and he cracks his neck. And we get a little mini fight between Dabi and Izuku, which it's a tied match because they're both equally like Izuku. It preferred Kung Fu and Kwanton Do of his martial arts. He preferred Kung Fu and ninjutsu tactics, but he preferred mixture of Kung Fu and ninjutsu and karate. He prefers all three of those mixture of martial arts. So he preferred the mixture of those martial arts. So, but let's just say he Dabi stalling him for a time because he know he can't beat outskill Zuku, so he's just stalling him. And Eraserhead answers the door. He says, "Hello," in his tired accent voice because he's because he still had that sleeping problem. He says, "Hello." He says, excuse me for 1 second." And he just Colossus just surprise attacks Izuku and gets him in an arm lock. He says, he just quickly puts Izuku in an arm lock because even though Izuku's more skilled, he just gets him in a basic strong arm. But Colossus is a lot stronger than Izuku. Says, "Is Inko Midoriya home?" He says, "Why?" He says, "Why?" "Well, hang on. This is Izuku Midoriya. This young man is Izuku Midoriya, and I'm his brother Colossus, and I don't know Colossus' real name, so I'm just going to call him Colossus. They call it this. I'm Colossus, and that's Dabi. I don't know the real name, so I'm just going to probably research that next time in the I'll find out my own." So they just give them the name, like he gives them like I'm gonna say Colossus is Max and Dabi is his real name, but he just goes by Dabi because he doesn't want to reveal his identity yet. But he's the only one that probably so they basically meet up, and this next part I will start at the beginning of the anime. So we get an. I'll start off where we left off, and we'll start the anime next time, and we'll have this awkward reunion. So next time, stay tuned. Next time, how about we stay tuned for next time? You'll be next time on the What If, the reunion between Zuko and his mother, and the beginning of their journey to become true heroes. Bye.